Shopify site,
Mm-hmm.
and like there are two options: development store or managed store. So which one?
Development store.
Sorry.
Development store.
Oh, okay. Development store.
Yep.
And like, just I can choose the store URL.
Hmm?
Oh, I mean, like there, I need to write down store URL.
Oh, you need to use store URL?
Yeah, I think I need to write down.
Okay, I can make another one today, so you can just follow up again.
Okay, thank you.
That works for you? Okay. Let me close this one.
Hello, Ali. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Oh, I like your picture.
Which one?
In the profile.
Thank you.
You're not showing yourself, please?
I'm showing myself actually.
You are.
Yeah.
Very nice picture.
See, I echo too.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Hi. Are you live on YouTube now?
How do you know?
Oh,
It's
I don't
showing?
know. Here it says live on YouTube.
Yep.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, really nice. So actually, I could watch this from YouTube now, right?
Yep. And then also it's automatically saved in YouTube, so you can just, if you want to share it, you can share it. So there's no problem with recording and stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it's in my YouTube channel. It's a React-Dojo React YouTube channel. So if you guys want, you can just go there. So maybe I can send you a link. And
Okay.
this is,
I already have to have the link here.
oh, it shows it.
Give me just a second. Yeah, when you click on it. Yeah.
Okay. So let me record it. Too.
What I go.
So how many? Is everything here? 90 people. Okay.
Hey, Fernando. How are you doing?
My friend, so good. How's it going?
Good. Good.
So good.
I projekcie, jak máme ve škole, tak to už je jako strašný waste of time. Jako,
Somebody's talking, but I think Andre. Is Andre talking? Yeah. Okay.
So, close extra tabs. Put on my desktop. Okay, so I think we're gonna wait 5 minutes to everyone join, and then we can start.
Yes, Ali. That would be nice. Because the students finish class at 5, so they're probably grabbing something to eat and drink and stuff, and then they should be here in a few minutes.
Sure. Okay. This should be seen at the top.
Ali, are you talking to us? Because you're muted. We cannot hear you.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey there.
Okay, hi. Hey guys. Someone asked me today about Shopify part and how they can create a Shopify store. So I'm
Was
going
me.
to go one more time explaining.
Ali, are you talking to us?
Yes.
Because you're muted. Cannot
I'm
hear you.
muted right now.
No, it's repeating. It's repeating.
Oh,
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey there.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
oh, you
guys.
guys are watching it in
Um,
YouTube?
So,
Okay, let me mute everyone.
Sorry, it was me.
Someone's watching in your YouTube and
Yeah, sorry, it was me. Sorry.
yeah. So, are we good? Okay. So after you log into your account on Shopify, so you need to go to the store, and in the store, click on Add a Store, and so you can say Development Store because you don't want to be like you want to be free. I don't think it's different too much, but you can add a Development Store, and you name your store whatever you want it to say. For example, Alizada.
Sorry, Ali, are you recording this?
It's live on YouTube, so it's gonna be on YouTube, but I can record it here too.
Thank you.
But let me see. Record this to the actually, yeah, yeah. So let's see. So this one is not available. 2, 3, and you can enter a password. I think and so developer preview, yeah. So this one is wrong. And you can select your developer preview. No, maybe not. And can you select your address, whatever you want it, and then build a new store for a client. That should be good. Or I'm just playing around, whatever you want to do. Select. I don't want to save the password because I don't need. That's pretty much everything you need to create a store.
Okay, thank you for explaining again.
No problem. So, and after that, if you after you add the store, so you need to go to the app and click on the manage private apps and enable private apps development and agree with all the thermal services. Enable
Sorry,
private
can
app.
you zoom in for us?
Sorry, what? Yes.
Can you make zoom in for us? Yo, thank you, perfect.
Sorry, Mike. I used to it's a little small, so then you can just your name, your app, test app, and emergency contact name, whatever email you have, and the latest is good always. Allow access to storefront, and you want to tag enable these two if you want it. Otherwise, it should be fine. Save, create app. So there's two things you need take from this store. One of them address of the URL of your shop, which is mine is going to be ali the dash alizada 123 at dot shopify.com, and the storefront API key access token. Sorry, and these two is important, so you need it. I shared the last time with you guys, so you can use that one if you don't set up any app for yourself. Otherwise, you can use your own. So let me log out from this one. I don't want to use this one. Log in. Shopify button. Can you close the door? Close that door. So, and my address is cic-class.myshopify.com. And I shared you keys already, so you can use that one. So now let's go to the code area. So we finished yesterday like something like this. if I show you guys. So this is our app until now. So now we want to go and build our other part of application, which is, if I share with you guys, it's gonna be something like this, right? So let's just start with the top part of it. And then we're gonna go build these two. And after these two, we're gonna connect our application to our Shopify store and fetch data and see like how it goes. And maybe we can connect this. Maybe we can create all the finish this page today. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we can do that. Guys, I know maybe I'm a little bit fast for some of you guys. If you're behind and you didn't understand, please let me know. Don't hesitate to mention it. Okay. And so let's go. And so at the top, so we have this page right now like this. Let me say remove this one, and so export default home. So we don't have anything. We didn't change anything. So now we want to build our top part, which is this area. For doing that, I'm going to use the Ant design, some of the component from Ant design, like a grade system. They have pretty much very good grade system, so you can use it. So for example, for the row, you can import a row for a div, which like you want to be a row. And if you want to have a column, you can use import columns from the Ant design. And there's a lot of way to make it responsive. So one of them is like, if you go to the responsive area, so you will see you can pass a like XS and a large size, and then you can say how much of the screen you want to take that columns. For example, in our case right now we have 3 column with the 6 so the grade system here is 24 section. For example, from here to here, so let me make it bigger. So in a row, like whatever size of row is, so it's divided by 24. And right now we have 3 column, each of them has a size of 6. And other one, like other space, like it's going to be 18, and then other space kind of divided by around these columns. So for doing that, for large screen, you see, as you see, span 6 and offset 2. Offset is like pushing to space these columns. They push it 2 column like to the right. And then other span, we have another span 6, which is this one. And then between that is push 2 to the middle, and also this one, which is like 2 at the end. So we're gonna have this. So right now, let's do start to writing that. So for our case, what I want to do, I'm gonna make one row and divide my row with the 2 columns, and then our columns right, and we're gonna divide it by right and left, and then we're gonna put our text on the left side and right the image. So how we can do that? So very simple, as you see in the documentation. So we're gonna import row and columns. Thank you. From Ant design. And simple, like I'm gonna say my row is here, and then I'm just saying column, and I have 2 columns inside my row. So first one gonna be left column, and the second one's gonna be right column, right? So I'm gonna type here hi, and then the second one gonna be I'm second, I'm right column, and here I'm gonna say I am left column. So now let's see in our thing. So we see like these two is both of them is floated to the left because we didn't assign anything how much the column size is. So for doing that, you just need to pass here. So if you want to make it responsive, and then if the device screen is shrink, we want to stack these two at top of each other. So for doing that, very simple. I'm saying in a small devices, gonna be like 765, like less than 765 width. So we're gonna count as SM. So we're gonna say a span gonna be 24. It means like take full space of the parent, and then an MD, a medium size of screen, which are like a tablet and large devices, it's gonna be span gonna be 12. And same thing for my second column. So now if I do this, you see I have I divided my screen to 2. So now if I inspect my screen and then shrink the device. So let's see what's, yeah, because I didn't set the minimum width to the screen to the columns yet, so they're gonna just like whatever its size is, they're gonna just put in then. Oh, actually, yeah. See, very small. So this is like gonna be like over like size, but if you get like have a little bit of space, so it's still gonna be like put them in after each other. So, but for doing that, so let's see, let's use the style component to avoid that. So what I'm gonna do is I import a style at the top. So now I'm saying const left column and is equal to a style, and I'm gonna pass my columns to it, and same thing for the right columns. So for the left columns, I'm saying that main width, main widths are gonna be maybe 500 pixel. So we see. Yeah. So let's make this a row too, like because I want to have some padding and some margin to it. So for doing that, I'm just passing const header is equal to style dot row, and that should be like this. And now I'm gonna just left column and right columns. So do you guys have question until now? No? Okay. So I'm gonna pat, so you see like here my column, my header is kind of like close to the my, what do you call my header. So I wanna add put a margin so it will be push it down. As you see in the image, we have a little bit of spacing here. For doing that, you just come here and then say margin maybe top, or maybe just margin is good. And then we see 50 pixel and 50 pixel for top and down and 0 pixel at left and right. And you see it's a come down. And now let's add a color to it. So you guys can see. Let me see if I can do this and do this one. Like, delete this part too much. Okay, it's better right now. So so let's say add the background color, and the background color should be something like I'm gonna grab my background color from that file I have. So this is gonna be blue. Okay, that should be good. So now we have this, and you see like the 50 pixel is a little bit, actually because I'm zooming, it's like shows big, but I think what it says is big a lot. So let's see if I can make it a little bit smaller. Maybe 30 pixel. Okay, that's better. So now let's add our image to the right columns. So simple, you can just use this and add src. So what I did in the Nextjs, you can just simply copy your images in a public directory. So, and then when you want to load it from that directory, you just simply just type slash and then name of the file. So for me is inside the public directory, home banner.png. So I'm just typing the name of it. And I have to see the image. Yep. Okay. And then, so in the right columns, now I can style that image. So you can convert this image to style component and then also add the CSS directly to it. Or you can say to the parent and then use the CSS selector and then you pass your size like that. So I'm gonna say, okay, I want to be this one be 80% width, gonna be 80% of the parent size. So something like that. Nice. And then, so let's go and add the text here. Luckily, like Nextjs, sorry, Ant Design has a typography. So, so in a typography, you can import. So let me show you guys. So for example, they have this type, so you don't need to do any like sizing or stuff. So you can use it from this one, or if you can, kind of modify the size, but I prefer to not do it for now and use this sizes. So for using this, so you have to import a typography from Design and use title type, deconstruct the title from typography and use it there. So title accept level, and the level can be like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and then you will have different sizes there. So what I'm going to do, so now let's go back to this file. And now I'm going to import typography. And here I'm going to do const and then title from, equal to typography. Okay. So now I want to use this. So for the top one, let's see, for these two at the top, I want to use H5, the smallest one. So we say title and say level is equal to 5. And now we're gonna say our text, whatever is here, so fast 2021. So that should be good. So I'm gonna say so fast, and we have a next line. So what I'm gonna do is use the BR tag. So BR tag is HTML tag. So it's like whenever the rendering is seeing this BR, is automatically send the next element to the next line. So 2021. So now let's see what we got here. Nice, we got this one. So that should be good. So now we have in the image, we see we have a small border. So what we're gonna do is I want to make it in a wrapper around that title and then use a border left to set a border for it. So let's see, const title subtitle, some subtitle, maybe title wrapper is equal to style that it's a row. And then we're gonna say border right, border left, yeah, border left, gonna be 3 pixel and solid and maybe black. And then I'm gonna just wrap my title around it. Close this. So as you see, we have this nice little border and a left. So let's see what we can do next. Next of it, we have this big title. So let's do that. So we say title again, level 1. We don't need to pass level. It's going to be default, going to be mode letters. Okay. And say mode letter sofa. And now we have this one. That's nice too. But because we don't want to have that border for it, so we're going to just put it at the next of after the subtitle wrapper. And then we have another title. Let's see, and this from $2,200. Okay, so what I'm saying from $200. So this one going to be level size of it is going to be level 4. And after that, we're going to have a button like this button. So what we're going to do is I'm going to import the button from Ant Design again. And shop now. And this one I'm going to say block. No, maybe not block, but I'm going to say ghost. So when you say ghost, it's going to property you pass it. It's going to invert the color and then pass a transparent background to the button. As you see, very nice. And now we have the last 2 lines, which is designed by Jason Bourne. So let's do that one too. So I'm going to use the HTML5 because I feel like the same size of that one. And then I'm passing this designed by Ali. My name. So let's see. Now we have all our elements, but you can see we have we need to style them and then put them right, left. So very easy. So we see we have a left column. In the left column, we can just max screen width. So let's remove this one for now. And make sure we have, if you want to use this one, you have to pass max width pixel like that, but we don't want it for now, but we're gonna just say padding. And in the padding, we're gonna say 0 for top and down, but we want to push it 30 pixel, maybe. And we don't want to, yeah, padding left actually. Padding left. I didn't press anything else. Okay. So what's happened? So I have nice looking here. And now I want to, for my columns, I want to say min height. Maybe height gonna be 500 pixel. Yeah, that should be good. So that's good. Maybe 500 is a lot. We're gonna make it say 400. So so far there's a lot. Maybe we center them is good. So now let's, in the left columns, I want to make everything center. So these texts gonna be center. So how we can do that? So simply I'm gonna use left columns, and I want to make it to be flex box. So I'm gonna use a flex box, and so by default flexbox is row. So direction of the flexbox is row. So you see all of them going to be in one row. So now we don't want it. So we're going to change the direction of the flex. So for doing that, we're going to just use flex direction and then make it column. And everything is same as before. So now it's a column. So we want to use align items. Align items and make everything center. Oh, maybe justify content. Yeah, so we see here we have everything. So but buttons is like take entire space because we assigned a flex for the parent of this component. So now let's fix that. So we're gonna move the buttons and convert this to the style component. So what we're gonna do, const shop now button, maybe shop now, maybe say btn is equal to style and say button, and then this, and then say align self to be flex start. And now I'm just gonna use this, and instead of using the button directly, I'm gonna use shop now button. So let's see what's happened. Yeah, so the button is saved. So now we have a little bit of spacing problem between this one and the top one. So let's add a little bit space there. So what I'm gonna do is say, okay, maybe we can just add a margin to this one. So we say margin bottom, and that's gonna be 20 pixel. So that should be good. And now we have that should be good, but I think this space is a lot. And let's see how we can make it less. H1 has slide, H4 has a lot of space, margin top. Yeah, so let's see. Margin top is 1.2. So what I'm gonna do is convert this H4 to const price text, whatever you want to name. So I'm just gonna say, don't judge me with the naming, and title, and then say margin top gonna be 0 important. Important. And then I just switched my title 4 with this. Yeah, now is much better. And now you see, like, still we have a lot of space around, so I don't like it. So let's make it this smaller to see what is the best size for us. So we're gonna say make it 300. Oh wait, so this is gonna be 400, and I think we set to this one. Yeah, so that's what's called. Yeah, that should be good. And our image is not centered. Let's make our image center too. As you see, it's not centered. So how we can do that? It's simple. We're gonna use the flexbox again. So we're gonna say display and flex, and justify content center, and align item, align items gonna be center. So both item is center. So now let's check it out in a small device, how it looks like. iPhone X. A little bit extra space we have here, and that's not what I want. So let's say instead of height, so let's use height, right column height 400, and then say auto. Yep. So you see, now we have very nice responsive header. So that should be good. Is there any question, guys, regarding this? Anyone?
It's okay. For me, it's okay. Thank you.
I have a question. Could we also set the height of the header, not of the columns, but of the header?
Yes, we can do that too. To this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that too, but that's gonna be like, it's gonna be a little bit not responsive. Make it like kind of not responsive.
Okay.
That's why I just made the columns to right columns to the auto. So I didn't want to have a specific size and then make it shrink. The bottom one shrink to the image. You see,
Okay.
like here. You see, and here.
Yes.
See, it's nice, like taking space, like regarding the what is size of screen. But if you put the height, like a specific height, is going to be just always that. And then also, like, you have to use a media query to specify a height of these elements for like header for different mobile sizes.
Yeah.
But now it just need like very nice, like taking size by itself. See? So
Thank you.
no worries. So this one has a little bit problem too. So let's fix this one. I don't want to be like very close to text. And then for doing that, subtitle wrapper, gonna be margin right, padding. Maybe it's not this one, is it? Yeah, actually it's this one. So let's see. I'm gonna add padding. Padding left. Padding left, gonna be 20 pixel, maybe. Oh, actually, padding left, yeah. Maybe 15 pixel, maybe 16 pixel. Yeah, that should be good. And this one is a little bit big, I think. So, so which one is this? Price tag, level 5, level 4, level 5, that should be fine. So price tag, this one I want to make it the colors to be black, color black, and so because I'm not overriding the size color, I'm gonna just do this border color to be black, and this one oh wait, I did for price tag. I had to do it for the button. Yeah. So almost same as the one we had. Yeah. We can just add a little bit of space and the bottom margin button, and then we should 10 pixel. Nice. Much better. So let's go design our next part, these two. So for doing that, simple again, we're gonna make another section and call it maybe category section, category banners, banner category section, maybe just section. Yes, section, that should be section, fine. And then because we are using React, so you have to wrap all the element of the component or your class component like inside one element. So for doing that, same. So we don't have section, so we're going to say here const and section is equal to styled and another row, and that should be fine for now. And say in this one we have two row, two columns. Okay, so I'm gonna say call, and then I'm sitting here, hey, now maybe I can just do so just so we have two, and then each of them has a background gray, and also we have two titles and one item numbers. That's good. So let's see. So I want to make two columns, so we're gonna say same thing. Maybe I'm gonna use same here for both of them. But for the bigger device, I'm gonna just say 11 and 11, and this one gonna be offset. Not this one. And offset and 2. Okay, that should be good. And now, so let's see. So let's do one cleanup here. So I want to move everything I have in header to its own component instead of using the same. So for doing that, I'm just copying everything here. Okay, just simple. I'm copying it. And inside my component directory, I'm making another file, call it header.js. And then I'm calling it import header const header, and is equal to this simple return and everything there. Now from index, I'm just because all of them is going to be inside the header, I'm just going to move it to this file, and I don't think so I need this one. And then I'm going to move everything from here to there, and I don't need this one. So now I'm saving this one, right? So I called my function header, but I have header here. So I need to rename one of them, header wrapper, header container. So that should be this one. And then I need to export it, default this. So now in my index.js, I'm importing that import header from components and then header. And now I may just do this. So I did this because when I'm writing the code, I don't need to scroll up and down. So you guys see what I'm doing. So now it should be everything same as before. And if I refresh, yep, so everything is same as before. Now let's code this one. So what we have here, so we have a columns, 2 columns. I wanna do a little bit style them. So what I'm going to do is say again, maybe const left column, left box. This I'm going to call box, and this one going to be style call, and same thing for the right columns. And then, so I'm going to just replace them with my columns. So now I can do put the background for them, or maybe if I do it some styling, so I can do that. So for example, I'm gonna just use the image and then src, and I have my image. So I'm gonna use one of these product inside the product directory I have. So let's see which one is better to use there. Let's use the blue one. Oh, maybe that one it doesn't have. Let's use one of them doesn't have PNG image background. Okay, maybe this one. So I'm gonna rename it to be easier to use once. Category image. Okay. So maybe one. Then I'm just copying the name, and then I'm using it here. So let's use same image for both section now. Let's see what happened. Okay, so it didn't work because I didn't put the extension of the file, .png. So what I have, products, oh, is it products? Okay, so we have the image there. Now I have to make this image style it to give the space to take inherit the width from the parent. So I need to pass a size to it. So what I'm gonna do is const image is equal to style.image, and then I say width gonna be 90% of parent, simple. And then it's gonna be, I'm gonna replace this with this one. Okay, so now let's see image, what happened. Okay, now we have both of them in the middle. So now let's, you see I have a background here, it's like kind of grayish. So let's see what we can do for that. And left box has a background color gray. Let me see, where can I get the gray color? Gray variant colors. So let's see, one gray color variants. This one. kind of like this one. Yeah, so I have a tools called the color picker. So what I can do, I can drag that, click on the extension and drag it to the web. And that one will give me the color of that area. So now I have this one. And I'm gonna copy it, post it here. So let's see. Now I have the gray background. Nice. So but my image kind of is not center, I think. Yeah. So let's keep it for now like that. Let's see later. And now we have two texts at the left side. So let's see how we can set them. Same thing. I want to use the title. Maybe let's use something else this time. For just you guys want to see how you're going to use the different type and paragraph, maybe. So let's see if I want to use text. Typography is not typography, maybe not. Paragraph somewhere. Here's a paragraph. Okay. So we have paragraph, and so simple, you can just pass paragraph and then you can pass your text too. So that's nice. And also you have text too. So you can just use the text inside the paragraph. So let's see. And I have here paragraph, and inside my paragraph, I'm going to just do here. And then type whatever I need. New arrival and so fast. Oh, actually that should be, title should be better for that one. Title and then level B2, maybe. Level B3. And then gonna be new arrival. And text gonna be 4 items. 4 items. And let's see our website. Okay. I'm happy with it for now. So let's see like how we can make this generic and then create 2 of them like with the map, because I don't want to repeat myself. So what I do is, so I create one object here, constant, and then say categories. Or maybe that's not a good idea because I want to update this data later with the, when we get the data from Shopify, right? So let's just copy this for now. And replace it here. Okay, so this one is not new arrival, right? So what was it? Sofas and 10 items. And sofas and 10 items. Nice. Let's add a little bit padding around our box. So right box gonna be padding 20 pixel. Padding 20 pixel. So let's see why it's add this one. Why didn't I? Oh yeah, so I did here. Okay. So left box padding 20 pixel, right box padding 20 pixel. That should be good. So both of them is nice. So if I just do this, you see bigger picture, and that should be nice for now. And later on we can mix it. Maybe we can fix this stuff too. Do you guys want to have a little bit break and continue, or you want me to continue?
Or for to be honest, if you I mean just in fully your like your coding and not encoding sometime, but yeah, you can take, have a break.
I can just make it small. So oh, actually I can. You know what? What I can do is, first of all, I can push the code to the GitHub.
Mm-hmm.
As if you cloned it last time, so you can have them.
Perfect. Thank you.
And while we are resting, I can answer some question if you have. Until now, we didn't do too much serious coding, guys.
I'm sorry. I want to ask about like product images.
Mhm.
Did you get the images from the like directory, or did you? Well, I just wonder where did you get the?
I download the images from the Google. I just search the papers, furniture, and I just went to the Google.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the images, and here you can search by, make
Okay.
it transparent,
Mm-hmm.
one of higher quality, so you can say size I want to large,
Mm-hmm.
and so you will get a lot of them with without background. So you see this one, it doesn't have a background. So,
I see. Okay.
so that's why how I download them. I didn't get I didn't get too much serious.
Thank you. And one more question, like about you use a color picker, you said, and is that from the Google Chrome extension color picker? Is
Oh,
that
color picker? Yes, it's the extension at the top. Unfortunately, my screen is so big, so I cannot zoom this area. But so if I show you, maybe I can show you my extensions, and it's this one, color pick eyedropper.
okay? Thank you.
This one is free, but I disabled it. You can use this one, color villa.
Mhm. And if you use a like good extension of Visual Code for
So
React.
Font Ninja is very good if you guys want to use it. So it's kind of like ninjaing the fonts from other websites. So for example, I have here, so I'm gonna just say Font Ninja, and I'm clicking on it, and then skip this area. And you see, like, it shows me all the fonts in this area. See,
Mm.
Semantic UI, semi-bold, and this one is same, yes, same, and yes, technically all of them are same. So for example, if I go to the our website now, and then if I use it here, you see Poppins, it's coming, like, because we changed the font to the Poppins, right? And this is very good and helpful, I think.
Thank you.
And yeah, that should be pretty much like most. And also I have this vaporizer, guys. It's very useful.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure like you guys familiar with that. So if you go to the Google and search like furniture, for example, right? Sure. And so you see a lot of different websites, right? So if I go to one of them and I want to see what they built this website with, So I just click on the webvisor, and it's give me all the insight from the tools and technology they use for this website. For example, this one is they have animate.css, and they use Bootstrap, and they use Shopify,
Yeah.
and they have a Google optimized for testing, A/B testing. They use jQuery, Nextjs, Lodash, live chat, everything. So you can see all of them. This is a Shopify store too. Nice.
Can
But
I
it's like this design is not good.
can I ask you the name again? Developer.
Laplizer.
Lap,
Can you
right?
see?
Yeah.
Maybe I can show it here. You guys can see it. Where is the Laplizer? This one?
Okay.
Wait, where did it go? Here, this one.
Thank you so much.
No worries. And
May I ask some few questions? I'm pretty late to join, but
of course,
of since I just kind of quickly looked at the YouTube saying that just kind of browsing through it. May I ask with using Shopify, like do they have like a free I guess a free tier for their service, or do we have to initially pay to have them hosting like the website or app, the app?
the Shopify, you don't need to pay until you go live. If you want to go live with it and then you start accepting payment, you need to pay.
Oh, so it's only when it's deployed live, that's when you have to pay?
Yeah, so the point you start using then to the go live and then accepting and then show it to customers. And
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
it's connected domain to it, so you need to pay.
okay. I was curious about it since I felt like if you were to use Shopify, like you want to maybe like try to I was saying like you want to display it so people could see it, like say in a portfolio to see like I'm able to use Shopify, Next.js, and all this to a future employer kind of thing. So I was just curious about that.
No, you can for the portfolio, you can have it. That should be fine. And then the product is fetching and everything works fine. And then you have your development for long term, right? And then, but if you want to go live with it and then start selling it, you need to.
Oh, yeah, no, not selling, just only like as an example or kind of like a demo kind of thing. So
Yeah. You can have a demo account forever.
Okay.
Right now, the account we created is, I have some store for a long time, like maybe 3 years, 4 years right now, and it's still up, right? So it's not, they're not gonna close it. So,
Okay.
this website is nice too. Oh, this is like
This honestly looks like Pinterest or Instagram.
oh no, this I just forgot. Like I thought it's another shop I opened, but this one is Pixel. So it's like a website you can go and then get the images for free. So for example, this is a collection.
For royalty free image source, right?
Yeah, so these images are free, so you can use it as much you want. Or any like you don't need to pay for them, and then if you use it for commercial, it's fine.
Okay.
But if you go to some website and then copy the images, so you cannot do that because there's kind of like copyright stuff, right? But these are free, so it's very good if you want to like there's a lot of video about it, so you can go. I think they have a video too, so you can search by video, and any type of video you want it, you can find it. For example, maybe drone footage, if you guys are familiar with it, if you like it. So they have pretty much very high quality 4K videos. And you can download it without paying or anything. Should be very fine.
Yeah,
So
those are some good B-rolls.
yeah. So it's for if you guys want to build like something, these are very good to select images instead of like googling like me and download it from Google. You can download it from this website. But yeah,
Okay.
I go like um, furniture again, and then download one image for header maybe. Not this one, maybe this one. Yeah, this is good. So that's it. So are you guys ready? Let's go to the coding again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's do. So let's do a little bit Shopify stuff. What do you call? Let's connect our store with Shopify and then a little bit play with it to see how it is. Who knows how to use Postman?
Uh, I know a little bit about it. It's just pretty much using the uh, it's just a way to check for requests and response back from the endpoints that you use. So if you have something hosted, you can connect to it using the right IP, like localhost 3000 and whatever
Yeah.
endpoints you route it to.
That's correct. That's exactly it is what it is. But yeah, I just know I started to go to use that one, but I figure out like, oh, we don't need to use it because we're gonna go use the Shopify buy. So Shopify buy is SDK from Shopify team very long time ago, very old. And so with that, so it's allow you to do connect your store with the Shopify API, and then with the Shopify store API, and then you can fetch some data from it. So let's see how we can connect our Shopify. So for doing that, I'm creating one directory in my roots, and I'm calling it utility, or maybe just like on Shopify. Yeah. And then inside that, I'm gonna just say Shopify.js. So one more thing, I don't think so we installed that library yet. No, so now we need to install the package here. So for installing this SDK, we need to use this command, yarn add Shopify buy. So I'm running it in my console, in my terminal, and that should add this SDK to my package.json. You see here, I have it now. Let me close this one again. Now you see Shopify buy is added. So now let's use it, how we can use it. For that, so I'm just gonna import client is equal to, from Shopify buy. That's it. And now if you see here in the documentation and then set, you can do this. So I'm just copying the line from it. I don't want to memorize it. I don't need it. So you say client is equal to client.build client, and then domain, it should be your shop name. And then a storefront access token, it should be the token you have. Okay, how we can do that? So let's go to our Shopify. And from top of my store, at the end, under the URL, from the address bar, I'm copying my store URL, and I'm just renaming it. This part is very important. You don't need to add HTTPS, and you don't need to add anything after the .com, right? And now I need to have my token. So I'm going to come here, and again, I go to my app. and I copy my token and I'm pasting it here. So now I'm just exporting this file. So maybe I can just say export export default default client. So now I can use this client to fetch a data, right? So let's go to the home page, and then in here, so I want to use use effect to call that endpoint in use effect. So when a component mount or render in the page or try to render, like build that UI, so we want to call to the API and get the data from it. So how we can do that? First of all, we want to import use effect, and then also we want to have use states from React. And also I want to import my client from the file I built, right? Shopify. What was it? Shopify, and then called Shopify.js. Okay, that should be fine. So now in my file, I'm going to use effect. And then use effect accept two parameters. First of all is the function. Second one is a parameter or a list, which is they're calling a side effect. And in that one, you can specify what happened and then when it's called again or re-render again, that function run again. So I'm going to show you guys. So first of all, first one is, as I said, is going to be just a simple function. And then second one going to be array, a list. So if you put a list empty list, it means run just one time. So when you load the page and this use effect run one time, and even though your components refresh or not the refresh, it means like re-rendered, and these components not gonna run again. So this is good if you wanna call the API at beginning and you don't want to do call again that same API to avoid like kind of loop, infinity loop API calls. So let's see. And then, so I have my client dot maybe products. So let's see how we can do that actually. It's a very long time. I didn't use this library. So let's see. So we say fetching products, simple, say client dot product dot fetch all, and then products, and this set. So I might just copy this one. I don't want to, if maybe I just fetch all white type now. I might type it. And then you say response, and in a response, I want to just say console log and all my response. Let's see what it and give it to us. And if I refresh my page here, and if I go to the console, and they see said an owner has occurred and caught in promise. So let's see if I add my promise, what will happen. Say const client is equal to, maybe not this. And if I pass the catch and then rest, sorry, error, and say console log error. Unknown error has occurred. That's interesting. but this one's called my API. That should be fine, but it's still I'm getting 403. So let's see, go to the Shopify API 403. Forbidden request API. Did I copy my? Yes. Let's do test something. And then I'm gonna use get server-side props. So I don't want to use get initial props. I want to use get server-side props and do this one. So let's see what will happen. And if I do same thing, and if I do same thing here, this one is async, so I can say products is equal await const. I don't need to this one. I don't need. My guess is something wrong with products. So let's comment out this. So this log is going to be in server. So for checking it, then you have to check it here. An unknown has 0 occurred. Interesting. Shopify buy.
Probably you need to check your token.
I know, I just copy token from my store. Did I? Yeah. This is my storefront token. And inside my Shopify, I have my token. What? Oh yeah, it was different. Which one was I copied last time? Okay, let's see. And here, yep, you were right. Okay. I thought I copied it from there. Interesting. So
it should have like a message, okay, like invalid token or something, but
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. So I know like the long time ago, I thought like that one was like the API is required to call it from server. So that's why I moved the code to the server side of the app. So in the server side rendering app. So but you got the same. So you were right. So let's go use it. Maybe I can use this way. So this is good. So what I'm gonna do is so I'm use get server side props. It's in the Nextjs, it means it's activating SSR, means server side rendering. So it means so it's allowing me to get this product and pass it to the props of this component. And that help us, so means even if I refresh the page, and because these props is available in the server side, so means in the network tab, if I refresh the page, and if I go to the local host and a preview, if I rendered with that data some product in the page, I will have those image and all the information of the product ready because I use the server side. And I will show you later like, about that. So the server side is good and you need to have it. So maybe I can just say products, and not gonna be products gonna be that, but what was their response here? So we have products, I think should be in somewhere available for me. And that product gonna be available somewhere. Let's see why. How we can access to that data. Maybe we can just find it in this one. So we're going to see products, then product, console of product, can we say do something like that? And here, graph mode, so this will give us GraphQL. Let's say anything with the result stuff. Interesting. No. Maybe I use this then, see like what will happen. Make a difference, but let's try it out. And until that time,
Don't you have to convert that to JSON, the response?
yeah, I think so. I need to respond to convert it to JSON and also, yeah, something like this. It should be fine. Should be something like this. Products is equal to something like this. JSON.parse, JSON.string5 products. And now I get products, and so in my component, I have products. Now I use CLG products. Let's see what we got. Console, info. So we got 3 product here. So that's nice. So you see, we got, let me make it bigger. So this 3 product is come from Shopify to our store. And this is nice. So we can build our UI with them. And as you see, we have, I think we have images somewhere. Should be somewhere variants. We have a variant. And inside the variants, we have a price and we have type. Where is the image? Yeah, we have images and then image has a SRC. So now we can use this for product. So that's good. And now let's see what else this API give it to us. And then you can just fetch by handle. Handle gonna be do something with the handle. No. And fetch a single product by handle. Fetch product handle. Fetch collection. Fetch all with products. Then collection. Collection is equal to collection 0.products. Okay, that should be fine. So we have collection ID. And fetch with products collection ID product 10. So let's see what we want to fetch products, and we want to fetch a products with the collection. So what do you have here, right? So we have new arrival and we have 4 items, right? So what we're gonna do, we want to see like how many items we have in new arrival collection and sofa collection, right? So for doing that, let's see our Shopify and then see what we can do. So I have three collection, right? New arrival and sofas and living room. So let's assign this to different collections. So I'm gonna say Vendor collection is new arrival and living room. So I don't want a new, yeah, maybe it can be new living room too. And so this one gonna be porter sectional. Yeah, so save, and then go to the product, leave the page, and then go to portrait sectional, and then we have sofas, and then we have new arrival. So we're gonna set this one to. So until now we have two products for both of the categories, and the last one gonna be just inside the sofas. So now we have three sofas product and two new arrival product. So let's do same thing. So I'm gonna say fetching collections. So I'm gonna just copy this fetch collections, and I'm moving it here. And then say const collection is equal to rate this, and probably I'm gonna do same thing. Collections is equal to same weird stuff, right? So collection. Okay. Now we got this, and we have products and we have collections. And let's console log just collections, maybe just both of them, products and collections. So now I refresh our page, and we get two. One of them is undefined, and one of them is product. So let's refresh it again. Maybe did something's wrong. So collection has a three product, and we have products, and so it's give us three things, same thing. Okay, so yeah, because we have sofa, new arrival, and living room, right? So we have handle front end, sofas, living room, and let's see if they give us the number of products inside each of them. You see here, we have a collection called new arrival, and in new arrival we have two products, products 1 and products 2, right? So we have our sofas and new arrival. So now what we're going to do is identify in our UI, we're going to say const, and then we're going to say, so let's see, do this. We can use use effect, we can use a use state directly, and then say, I think use effect is much better to use in this case, because we want to do the a couple times. So we say const, and the product, we're gonna say products category. Oh wait, maybe the categories. No, maybe new arrival, and set new arrival. Arrival, yeah, is equal to use state. So what is a user state? So user state is a hook. So it allows you to update a state or having dynamic state, dynamic data in your components. And then with that, React knows anytime you update your state with the, for example, here we have user state, right? So we have one. Anytime, so user state allows you to have return you two elements, sorry, two parameters. First of all, it's a value. Second one is the function to can update that value. So first of all, and then React, when you have user state in this component, and then when you use the update component, which is like a set new arrival in this case, it will use every time you use this function, the React knows you update this component, so it will re-render entire page and then shows the updated data. So that's it something. So now we want to use that and then set all the products and category of new arrival to the new arrivals constant, right? So for doing that, I'm just I can do the different way, but I think so I'm gonna do that. I'm setting the default state to the empty object. So now I have here, so let's see, I don't want this file, but I have collections. So I'm saying collections dot maybe for each. Yeah, so leaving it for each. And then say collection. Maybe I have 3 collection, right? So let me set all my collection here. Then say, here we have sofas. Sofas and set sofas. And then say collection. So there's a lot of different way you can do that, to be honest, but this is like the fastest way, like I'm just thinking about it. So if you say collection, and then if collection the name, what is it, value of it? Collection dot value, collection dot title. So let me copy this. If collection dot title is equal to new arrival, set new arrival and collection. And then you say another if same thing, but this one gonna be sofas. So this gonna be titles sofas. Yeah. And then you're gonna be set sofas. And now I, instead of re-rendering, maybe I can just do again console log, and then I have to sofas, and also I have new arrivals, right? So let's see. I'm gonna refresh my component. And now I have my sofas and arrival, new arrival. So I know the product, like anything inside this sofa is mean that. So now let's update our UI with that. So we have 4 items at bottom. We want to say 4 item. Instead of this, we're gonna say so new arrival dot products dot length. Wait, products. Length of undefined. Okay, so we can say new arrival if the new arrival is these two is exist, and end new arrival the products the length. So now you see we have 2 items in new arrival, so it shows the right data. And now we're gonna go update our second one, which is the sofas. So we're gonna do same thing here for sofas, but instead of this, we're gonna say sofas and sofas. So we have 2 items for sofas, interesting. But we have 3, right? Let's see. New arrival, sofas. We have 2 products. I think I assigned 3, right? So collection, sofas, That should be fine. This one is living room. I'm gonna do sofas. Save. Okay. Now if I refresh, that should be 3 and 2. Okay, nice. So let's make this one linkable. And then when I click on this, I want to go to the collection page, right? So for doing that, and so let's see what we can do and how we can do it. So we don't have any slug, but we have ID, we have handle. Okay, with handle, we can fetch products. But let's use the handle as our URL. Okay. So what I can do is, so let's go. You see, like I made a product ID product page. So now I want to make same thing for collection page. So I'm just making another directory called collection, maybe collections, collection actually. And then in a collection, I just want to say, make another file and say collection.js. What do I have in product? I'm just going to copy it there. And then say collection page. And instead of product ID, we're going to say, oh wait, this one's slug. So I want to name this slug. Okay. And then here I have slug. So first let's test this one, how it's going to be. So I have collection, and then I have, for example, alley. So you see, I have alley. So now we can have something like sofas. And now we have sofas at the top. So now we're gonna go, we want to link that page to this category. And also we're gonna make these links works. When someone's click on the sofas, I want to go to this page. And also I want to generate these URLs from my categories. So how we can do that? Let's go to the homepage in this area. And now I have my link. Sorry, I just need to import my link from Nextjs as we talked before. Link from next link. And now I just wrap everything inside this left. Maybe which one we want to do? Maybe just we want to make this this image linkable. Yeah, and href gonna be something like collection, and the collection gonna be this one. And first of all is new arrival, so gonna be new arrival and dot handle. What was the handle for the first one? So first new arrival handle is front page. Okay, so let's change it something else. So if I go to the collection and then go to the new arrival, where is the handle? Should be somewhere, right? Online store, new arrival. Maybe I don't have it. I didn't should use this one. So let's do one thing. What we can do, we can delete this collection. Which one I did remove? Okay, let's remove the new arrival collection and create new collection called new arrival and manual add the product. So to do the SEO, I think it's this one should be fine. Handle gonna be new arrival. That should be fine. Yeah, that's it. And let's create another one. Living room and edit SEO. Gonna be living room. That should be good. And collection gonna be manual and save. Now let's go to the product and add them to those collection. New arrival. Okay, so now we add all our collection again to see. Let's see what happened. Everything should work same. Now we have a new arrival. It's like that. Handle is like new arrival. That's what we want. So let's see if I click on this handle. Okay. It's going to be handle. That should be good. So let's do same thing for the next image. Guys, if you're confused or with anything, just tell me.
Aren't you missing like a slash after collection?
Which one? Oh yeah, we need it. Thank you. Okay. So now we made these two images linked to another directory to our next pages. So let's click and then go to the sofa. And if I go back and I go to the new arrival and I click on new arrival, I go to the new arrival. That's good. Let's see how we can fetch data with this handle for these collection pages. So it's very simple. I'm gonna just copy my get server side functions and put it in my collection page. So let me remove extra files and this one slug. Okay, so we have here. Nice. And the context has a query and the query has slug. Let's see. If I go to the Nextjs, right? And if you go to the get server side props, and they give me this context, and then what is the context included? So you see we have Context prompted in object containing following keys. We have params, and we have rec, res, query, preview, true, and all of this. So let's go to see what is inside the params and what is inside the query. And I'm gonna just remove everything for now. I don't wanna just return a sample. And this one I believe should be props, and click this. And then, and I go here and then say const params and also query. And I'm gonna structure it from context. And now I'm just gonna console log both of them. Params and query. Did I type query? Crap. So now we have these two. Maybe I just do this one to differentiate that. Okay. Let's see what we got. Now, if I refresh the page in the new arrival, we have, so params has a slug and the query has a slug too. So technically both of them same. We can use any of them you like. So we can use the params right now. So what I'm gonna do is say const and slug is equal to context dot params. And now I need to import my client again. Import client. Sorry, it's not client from Shopify. And Shopify. Shopify and Shopify. And now we have this. We say client const data is equal to client, maybe collection data, collection is equal to client dot collection dot fetch by handle. And then we need to pass. So if you guys want to see how it is, so you just go to the documentation and see you have this one, fetch with product, fetch by handle. Somewhere was the collection, fetch by handle. Product handle, yeah, here. So you have fetching products with the handle. So you say handle is product handle. So ours is the new arrival of Sufas. And then say client.product.fetch handle, and then you pass your handle, and then we get the data. So I think we write, and maybe we can just get the product category with that too. So let's see. And then we're gonna pass slug. And then same thing, I wanna do this, we say collections. Collection is equal to JSON.parse JSON dot stringify, and then collection. And now I have this collection, and then I can get it in my property in my component as a props. And then I'm saying collection. And now I'm gonna do console log collection. So now if I refresh this one, this page, I have to have data, but I don't have anything. Interesting. So let's see what's happened. So I have fetch by handle, collections, client collections.
You missed the weight.
Oh yes. Thank you. You're lifesaver. So let's see if I get the data again. Okay, we got the data with collections. So now we can do whatever you wanted, right? So we have title. Let's see we have what we have in this image. So if I go to the next image, it wasn't this one. Let's see. Not this page, maybe this one. Yeah, so here we have at the top, I think it's just gone, but we have a title and then list of the product, right? So let's do that. For example, load the shows the title here. So we have collection, and so let's bring the title h1 from the Andy, import, and say typography from and design, and then deconstruct the title and is equal to typography. And now we have title, and instead of doing this, we say title and they say collection dot title. Yay, so we got it. So until now we're good. So this part is good. So technically we connect our shop or our app to the Shopify. So now, and then let's go to the home page. Oh, we didn't connect it. Home. Okay, here we go. Home, we are connected. These two is connected to different collection page, which is what we wanted. So let's see one thing we can do maybe. We have collection, very simple. I'm gonna make something simple with the end design so you guys see. Maybe you can just list. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna import these functions, whatever they have. And I'm putting it here. I'm sorry. List and cart from end design and lists. Then we have list. So we have gutter, and then we have 4 columns, and it means four data we're gonna show, and then we have a collections dot collection dot products. So we're gonna say data source for our product is collection dot products here, and each of them has a title, image, and everything, right? And then for now, we're just gonna show this as a title for each card. So in a card, we're gonna say item dot, so what is it? Item dot title, that should be good. And in a description, we're gonna show maybe this one. Yeah, no, that one is HTML. And show that one actually. Let's show that one. So where is it? The description HTML, or maybe description. Maybe description HTML is good. So let's see. And inside the data here, I'm gonna show whatever styling we have for that. So for doing that, we're just gonna say div. And because this element, this description HTML has an HTML element, so you cannot use it like the way we use the title. For doing that, you have to use dangerously HTML, inner HTML, and pass your object to it. And then you have to say, you're gonna say this element is HTML, and then pass item dot whatever is it. Okay, so let's see what's happened to our UI. So we got two product and we got our description. Now let's see how we can add the image to it. So let's see, we have image, and image has a list of the image, and then we're gonna just use the first one of it always, so we don't need to worry about anything. So src cdn, so we're gonna say images 01 and src. So let's see. So I'm gonna say here we have a color, I think. Let me see. And design, if I go to the cart, and then I want to add image to this card. So the card has cover, and then you can pass HTML element image to it. So I'm just copying it and I'm passing it to the color. And here as the image src, we're gonna pass images. Sorry, gonna be item dot images. Oh wait, why am I passing it there? So this is going to be to the card. And this is going to be item dot images index 0 dot what was it? Do you remember, guys? src. src, if you want to just use alt for that. So if you can say same thing dot, do we have any alt text? No, don't have it. So you say maybe not, you don't have it for now. So let's see, we got our image, but we have a lot of text here, right? So we don't want to be like that. So let's do something. Instead of using this dangerous HTML, let's use something else. Maybe I can just use paragraph. And then we say item dot description, I believe, description. And because I don't want to be like too much deep, so what I want to do is I'm using the eclipses. So let's see, where was it? Here. So I want to use this one for that, and then maybe use this one. Eclipses to rows to eclipses. Yeah, this one should be fine. Eclipses, rows. Yeah, let's use this one. Let me copy it and passing it as a props to it. And I have rows, and I don't want to stand this one, I don't want this, don't want this, don't want this. That should be fine. Rows gonna be 2. Okay. So now if we go to the page, we're gonna see nothing. So let's see what's happened. So we have this paragraph. Okay, yeah. We don't have paragraph from here. That's it. Paragraph. This should be removed from this one. Yep. So we got our title, and we got this one. Now we want to connect this one to actual product, right? So let's see what the product has. Do they have a product handle or something like that? Actually, the product has a handle too, right? So here. So let's use that one for linking this one to the product. So what I want to do, I want to make this entire cart link. I'm going to do this. Same thing what we did in the first page. So we're going to say ref, and then going to be item dot handle, item dot handle. Yeah, that should be fine. And now we need to import our link from next link. So now if you click on each of this, it goes to the collection slug. Why it's go to the collection slug? Oh wait, product handle. We have item dot handle. That should be fine. Oh wait, yeah, sorry. So we need to pass this, and then we're gonna say go to the product, and then item, this one. Okay. So the path was wrong. So let's go back to the new arrival, refresh the page, and now click on one of these images. So we went to the product page, and we don't have this one, so we got this part. So technically what we did right now, so we have these two sections right now and works fine, and we have these two sections, we have these two sections, works fine, and now we have this one, which is work fine, but we're gonna style it, no worries, we're gonna style it be like that. And the next page, we have this page, we have the we are now our navigation works, and then we can get to this page, so that's a good. And so we don't have this page yet, but we can create that page, and that's a simple page. We can say let's create that page too. So we're gonna be actually we made it a cart page, so that should be fine. Okay, so we got all our pages created. That should be good. And I think for today is enough. We have 2 more sessions, and then in that 2 more sessions, we're going to cover other part of it. So, yeah, I hope you guys liked it.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes, of course.
If I'm not wrong, we have already fetched the data in our homepage, and then on the new arrival, why don't we use as a props this data instead of fetching one more time?
There is a 2 problem, right? So one of them is, what if the user come to this page and then refresh the page?
Okay.
So that's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what we do is, so usually what we do is, we have a concept called prefetch data. So we can do, so you fetch a data before you go to that page.
Yeah.
So prefetch. So when you use that, so when I'm like hovering on these elements, and this is the link, I'm prefetching data, whatever it is in for that, and then we store it in the state. And then when you go to click on it, so we don't call it to get the data, and then immediately that shows that page for us.
Oh, okay.
And that's a concept, like it's very advanced, so we don't want to go that way to get you guys confused. So you don't need to do something with that. But but if someone's go to that page directly, like refresh the page like this, if you don't if you don't have that in if you don't fetch data for this page, so you're gonna have a problem, right?
Yeah.
So can I ask you something? I think it's the same term. So if you are using server-side fetch data, every single time when you refresh the page and then the service deliver for you the content, right? It's not necessary to fetch again, because if you are rendering the server side, I expect that every data is come from the server side.
Yeah,
am I right or wrong?
Here. So this is a server side, right? So we have an SSR, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I show you here, okay, I cannot make this.
The guy, the other guy says, why you necessary use it inside the use effect again? When you mount the component, you are calling the endpoint again.
I didn't get your question.
So if I understand the point of the friend here is he asks, so in the component, you provide the data from the server side.
Yes.
And in the same time, inside the component, you use effect for further affect the data again.
No,
so is necessary you have that?
No, we didn't do that.
Or you take?
No, we didn't do that.
Now you just server side. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, but you can do that too. You can just call it there. But if you don't want to be SSR, maybe you want to be SSU or whatever, right? So
yeah,
that depends your preference how you want to do it. But if you put it in the server side, so we don't call it. So there's a lot of things coming here, like you want to like caching from here, right? So you want to cache, you call the server, you get the data, you load it in the page, and then you don't call it in a, you pass that cache to them. For example, if you use like a caching libraries, right? So you cache it, even if you call it again in the UI, it will not use calling to the network, and then you use the cache to get the data. So there's a lot of things involved. So those are going to be like more advanced. We're not going that way for now. But the important part is like if you want to check if the page is SSR or not. So this is there. And the Google is very important because the Google doesn't wait to whole entire page when they're running their bot, and when they're loading this page. And if you have this data, you have the title, you have URL like these URLs, it will get the URLs and then open a new, like send it to the new bot and then load that page to get the new URL. So it's like that is crawling all the pages. And then if you don't have this SSR, and then your page is open and the bots cannot find anything, so your page is going to be, your page is empty for the Google bots. So then that's going to be like, if you have an SEO, you're going to drop your SEO and then you're never going to find it. Or if you're not going to be visible.
Okay, I have other questions about a little bit of the topic about the database. How you handle the database from Shopify? You can, the Shopify allow you has access to database, or you not has access. You can handle the database.
What database you mean?
I mean, like you use Shopify as a SMS for providing the data for you. Yeah. But I mean, if you'd like give some management or give some handling in the database or change so the database, and Shopify has some like a filter that you can use different database. It's not possible.
So yeah, you can do that. You can have your backend, and then instead of calling the Shopify from your client, you can use the Shopify Node API. Shopify.
But my question is, yeah, even you use the Shopify, right? So Shopify provide automatic data for you. When you create the store, when you create the project, automatic set up the database for you. It's like merge everything, right? So my question is, do you have access in this database or not?
Right now we don't have it.
Oh, I see.
But if you want to have it, you can have it too.
I see. Perfect.
So yeah, we can connect. So Shopify has a webhook, and then anytime you add a product or add the order, you get the order, those hook hand like a calling, and then if you set up your database or whatever endpoint you have, anytime you get the order or anytime you add like a product to the Shopify, it will call that endpoint, and then you can send the data to that endpoint and then save it in your database. And instead of calling from your Shopify store, you can call it from your store, or let's say from your database. And then you're gonna have a different backend. But But we for example, we have some headless CMS, not Shopify. We use it for our company, but we have our own services, microservices, and we have their CMS. Their CMS is kind of Shopify, but it's not Shopify. It's kind of like e-commerce headless backend, kind of like CMS, but like a Shopify. But we have our own system too. So our system is like kind of, we're getting our data from our system and also from their API. So kind of like all of them works together with our architecture. And
Like a big,
but that depends how you want to do it and how big is your company, and but usually like when you build it from scratch, from like you're in the new software you want to develop, Shopify provide anything for you, so you don't need to have anything for yourself. But like a company for myself, like our company is like pretty big, and then they have a lot of their custom microservices, so we need to go whatever the e-commerce platform we use, we had to our own customization. So
perfect. You answered me.
Yep. Any other question, guys?
Not a technical question, but I just want to ask, when is the next session? Like, is it gonna be the same day, same time kind of thing, or
I think it's gonna be next Tuesday.
next
Same
Tuesday?
time. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have 2 more sessions. So in a 2 more session, like we're gonna finish the UI, and then we're gonna start working on the checkout, and then we're gonna start working on maybe deployment and how we deploy our app to the Vercel or Netlify, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Maybe we can just, if we had more time, we can add some more cooler stuff and more technology like.
Okay. And is it possible to give like at everyone ping just so that everyone's notified when the session does happen? Because I didn't notice it until like an hour later after it was posted. Yeah, Zoom link.
So this is exclusive for you, Cornerstone, right? So you guys have to have, I don't have the access to your channels, so you guys have to I think I'm not sure how that works, but if you sign up for this course, probably you have a link or some Slack channel for it. I don't know how other guys. That you should ask Brian, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Ali.
Thank you guys. Have a good day. I hope you like it. And
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
I'm gonna push the code to the GitHub again, so you guys can get it from there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.